all this stuff. And I'm going to refresh my page. No, it didn't work. There we go. Copy link address.
It says you're live now.
Yes, it's so exciting. Done. Go next. Send now. I just sent. I'm so excited. Like, there's 765 people on my bot now, and every single one of them has said that the bot attracted them, and it's like mind-blowing.
Dang.
So it's nuts, right? So let's wait till a bunch of people come in here. Okay, we already have a bunch of comments. Wow. Okay, so
Sweet.
Anna says hello. What's going up, Anna? What's going on, Anna? Jenna Castro-Casbon is here. She was watching us talk. That's so funny. Lawrence is here. Jamie Eldridge is here. Just so we know, Jamie is the ass is the best. That's so funny. He was the martial arts guy from last time. I think he ended up having like a really positive impact with the 15 people he talked to last week. So that's super awesome.
I was one of those people, and it was good. It was a good call.
That's right. I totally forgot. It went. Don't like spill the beans, but like, no. How did it go?
It went well.
That's it.
No, Jamie was great. No, he had a lot of good. He almost sold me on selling mattresses myself, but we'll maybe that'll be a side business when I retire. I don't know.
That's so funny. Like, mattresses are secret $1 million businesses, and everybody like poo-poos them because there's like 6 on every like block at like that intersection or something about whatever. Mac is here. Andrew's here. Jamie is here. Paxton, Sean, Kang, Todd Mobley, Simon. Very cool. So this is like number 3 of the interview series. I'm super psyched to have James Cluster on board. I originally met James in person finally at AdCon number 1. He was on stage, and I found the only photo of him on stage. Apparently there's none. There's no like recorded evidence of this whatsoever. No. But he presented the Animaniacs concert I did. Did you want to talk about that at all a bit?
Sure. I'll talk briefly. So, so Dan gave me the opportunity to speak at his first AdCon, which was awesome. It was my first speaking engagement ever. And I got up there to basically talk about live events and selling out live events and how you can do it with Facebook marketing, and what I did to sell out multiple Animaniacs live concerts. And I've since done many other different types of live events. And last year we did about $500,000 in revenue for my clients for live events.
That's so much money.
So that was really cool and really, really exciting. Facebook can be used for lots of things, and I've been doing other niches, and that's what we're going to talk about today. What I've been
very cool
outside of that.
So it's not just chiropractors and dentists, but today we're going to be talking about dentists. I guess so, right?
Yes.
But you've done in-person events. I think you've done online events. You did a finance event, the Animaniacs concert. I don't even know where you're based out of. Where are you based out of?
I'm basically out of Los Angeles. I'm within the kind of like Los Angeles area. In
Gotcha.
California. Thanks, dog.
Super cool. So glad the dog is just like yelling for everybody, right? That's super awesome. Let me fix my AirPods because these are broken now. And
they're broken?
Yeah, they just like beep, 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 and then they just like ran out of battery. Yeah, whatever, no big deal. But yeah, so the purpose of like today's talk and presentation and all that fun stuff is to hang out with James's dog and like listen to and kind of like pull back the curtain and pop the hood and share some expert secrets on getting dental clients, because dental clients are like second tier. Like, everybody knows chiropractors, easy as snot, easy to talk to, get like the first batch, and then they move to dentists. And there's a lot of people on this call and in this group and watching us live right now that are like on that journey, and they keep running into dentists. So so James, if you could talk about, like, you went from 0 to 600 customer opportunities or leads in like 7 months, right? Something like that, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I've had a couple of dentists. Oh, why am I hearing that? Is that am I hearing myself on marketer?
I think so. How do I fix that? I'm gonna get info. That's not good at all. I should know how to do this, but
it's all good, man.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm not professional. It's embarrassing. Maybe. All right.
One day you'll be professional.
I'll probably get good at my job one day. Okay, we're plugged in. At least I'm not going to sneeze on the live, right?
Well, so far.
It might happen, actually.
It's only been 3 minutes, so let's see what happens.
All right. But yeah, so this is about you. Tell us how you met this dentist, how they're in your area, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cluster, and you may not know me, but no. Like Jeff was saying, you can get all kinds of clients. It's not just chiros and dentists, but it is. And a lot of people don't go after dentists, I think, because dentists are usually, they're already marketing, they're already doing various different types of things. Whereas in my limited experience with chiropractors, I have found that they're generally not doing a whole lot of different types of marketing. But dentists, they're getting their mailers out there, they're sponsoring schools, they're doing spaghetti dinner nights, they've got some SEO going on, they've got all kinds of things going on that they're spending money on. So generally speaking, they are ready to spend money on their marketing, but they want to see results, and they also want to see more. They want to see more reviews from the clients that they do have, and they want to see more internal referrals from those clients.
So like Google reviews and Yelp reviews and Facebook reviews and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, they're really big on that because I think dentists with a chiropractor, you've got somebody that's kind of working on internal things. They're working on how you feel and your muscles and all that kind of good stuff. With a dentist, their work ends up showing up anytime you go out. Yeah, right. Exactly. So if they mess up or if they don't do something that you like, you're going to go around hiding your smile. You're not going to be happy. And also just in general, like mouth pain really hurts. I know like body pain hurts too, but if they screw something up in your mouth and you're chewing or you're biting, like you're pissed off, right? So you're going to leave a really bad review, and they don't want that. So, they are really key on having reviews, and they're also really big on getting internal referrals from other clients. So, if you can help them with that too, if you can help figure out how to nurture a lead that you've already gotten who's come in and done service into being somebody that shares about their experience or shares about the dentist or puts the word out, word of mouth out for the dentist, they're really happy about that too, because that's something that they really want. So and in this particular case with this dentist, it was my personal dentist that I had gone to. So I had a connection with them. Obviously, That's a lot easier than cold calling or anything else or emailing or whatever. So I basically went in, I scheduled a cleaning for myself. And then while I was sitting there on the chair, I talked to the dentist about what I do and what I can do.
With the tools in your mouth.
With the tools in my mouth, yeah, because you don't want to be too clear. You don't want to give too many details. So if he can't understand you, all the better. So so ultimately he decided he wanted to go ahead and give it a try. We didn't do a trial. We went straight to
Sorry, go on.
We went straight to I didn't have to do a trial because I kind of leveraged my results from the other things that I had done, even though they weren't dentists. And basically, I used at the time, it wasn't a customer opportunity, but I basically said I'll guarantee my work and I'll guarantee what I'm doing. So I gave him a lower rate for the first month, and we went for it, and it started working pretty quickly. And so off we went.
Wait, so hold on before we go into that. When you were talking with the dentist, you had already had some results, right? They weren't in dentist specific industries or niches or something related. You're I had this previous experience generating leads. Were they for other concerts or other chiropractors? What was your analogous experience? And I bring it up because everyone is I don't have experience in that industry, so I can't do it. I'm just trying to tell them that's never the case.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you have results in any industry, you can leverage those results to show somebody that you know what you're doing. And all it takes is kind of pivoting the conversation and saying, look, it's not about the industry, it's about the tactics and knowledge and experience that I have in doing this particular kind of marketing. And gotcha. I know that I can be effective for your business too because of this and this and this. I know about targeting, I know about messaging, I know about copywriting, I know how to get I know how to get a butt in the seat.
Right.
Great. So yeah, so I did leverage a little. I obviously talked up my event marketing because that's huge and routinely seen results. But I did have some real estate results as well that I kind of talked about, and then I also had a chiropractic campaign that I had run very early that got quite a decent amount of leads for the chiropractor. I didn't end up going forward with that chiropractor, but they were happy with the results, and I got to leverage them in the conversation because it's a similar industry.
Gotcha. So you got results in different industry. You knew the dentist who said, let's try this out. I've generated leads before. I'll give you a great rate. Let's just get this party started. Was he like, whoa, how could you? I don't like you. Or there was like a next step, or was he like slowly tipping, like putting his foot in the water, or like what was that, like hesitation, or did you say, let's go?
There was a little bit of hesitation because he has an office manager who's kind of dealing with the marketing things for him, and as does happen, they can get a little confused about what's what in terms of marketing, and especially marketing online.
Yep.
Get confused about what's SEO, what's AdWords, what's social media management, what's social media marketing. So
same MM, right?
Yeah. So they had basically started some social media marketing with another company. And so she was kind of like, well, let's see how this goes. And then we'll talk more about it. And I was like, listen, it's not the same thing. You should use it by all means, like do it. Like you need to get your word out there and your message out there in front of people. But this is basically direct response marketing. I'm going to put an ad in front of someone and they're going to take an action and they're going to come in. This is not a months-long gestation. This isn't build up your likes to 1,000 and then maybe 20 people come in the next few months. This is, I'm going to show you return on investment this month.
Nice.
Or we don't keep working together.
I like how you're using the terms that matter to them: sales, customers, return on investment. Nobody cares about A/B tests. Nobody goes like, oh, tell me more about landing pages. It's lead sales ROI and that's it, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right.
How much money can you bring me and how fast can you bring it to me?
Perfect.
And, sometimes I use the analogy that I'm basically just an ATM. You put the $1 in and I'll give you 20 back out. That's it. You don't need to know. You don't need to know what I'm doing in between. You just need to know that I handed you $19 back for the $1 that you handed me.
Can that be like your tagline on your cover photo? I'll be your business ATM, put $1 and get 20 out. That's so funny.
I think that's good. Maybe I'll change that.
So you had previous experience in non-dentist. You were like, hey, dentist, let's do something. The office manager was like, I don't know. And you kind of reiterated correctly. And then they said, let's get started, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So he was ready to go.
What was that like offer that worked? Did it matter? What was like your results? Did you do any A/B testing, gender stuff, all that?
Yeah. Well, so I'll talk very specifically about the campaign that I did that generated the leads. I did not do a teeth cleaning campaign because I've seen a lot about those. I've seen a lot of people say that they're not working right or something's not going well. And they can vary in cost, and they can also vary in, how bad is the mouth that's coming in for the teeth cleaning. If it's a pretty serious teeth cleaning, then yeah, if you're coming in and you've got years of coffee stains or whatever then maybe it's not going to be as effective a teeth cleaning, and therefore an effective testimonial for them to say, yeah, I came in, I got my $39 teeth cleaning or $29 teeth cleaning and it was great, as opposed to I came in, I spent $40, my mouth still looks like shit, I hate this.
So was that an under the cover iceberg concern when they were doing previous teeth cleanings with other companies? Did they bring that with you at all, or you just kind of knew not to bring it up?
So I've seen a lot of Groupons about it, and I asked about it. I asked if they had done, and they have done a Groupon before, and they said it didn't go very well. Like it wasn't, gotcha. I don't know. They didn't get into too many details, so I don't know if it's that they had that specific issue or that the Groupon itself just didn't sell well, like didn't move the needle. But my assumption was based on, various degrees of how someone's mouth might be when they come in, that might not be the most effective campaign to start with. So I asked about, what other services they had, what other kind of low tier services or low cost services they had, like things that didn't cost them too much to do. And then I kind of cross-checked that with Groupon to see what some other people were advertising. I saw the teeth whitening was really big. I saw they've got the take-home trays. They've got dentists doing in-house. And I said, what if we do like an in-house teeth whitening campaign for free? How would that work for you guys? And they said, yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
But doesn't the business have like a cost with the free teeth whitening thing and things like that, or they just kind of bake that into their marketing budget?
I think they baked that in their marketing budget a little bit. At least this particular dentist did. So that wasn't an issue. You got to do your research. This might not work for every single dentist, but there's also. You can also kind of use the concept behind what I'm going to talk about a little bit with the ad and everything and apply it to a different, offer potentially for the dentist. You just got to figure out what's going to work for them, basically. Cool. But bottom line, we went with the free teeth whitening. So what I did is the campaign I ran was a Brighten Your Birthday campaign.
That's awesome.
So basically, we gave away free teeth whitening to anybody that had a birthday coming up in the next month. And so I would change the campaign each month to refocus on the next upcoming birthday date, because there's 2 different targetings that you can do, which I'll get into in a second. But yeah, bottom line, it was Brighten Your Birthday. So the copy was, hey, 805 party people. That's my zip code. Hey, 805 party people. Someone has a birthday coming up. That means lots of selfies, family pictures, and smiles. We want to make sure you smile your brightest on your big day. So we are giving away free in-house teeth whitening sessions. Click book now to book your appointment before the big day comes.
And that was simply people having a birthday in the next 30 days.
Yeah, so the demographic targeting was upcoming birthday and then also birthday in the month that was coming up. So gotcha. Like when we started, it was in August last year. So birthday in August. And usually I start a campaign for the next month about a week before the month is out. So that way, because if your birthday's like August 1st and I've launched the ad and you don't see it, then So I learned to start the ad about a week ahead of time. So on top of that targeting, I specifically targeted women 25 to 50.
Okay.
And then a 10-mile radius around the dental office, basically.
And did you find that 10 miles was too far, or it didn't matter because it was such an awesome offer?
I don't think it mattered. I know that people can get even more specific, and you do like a 4-mile radius around places.
Yeah, I get hyper local. Like I only want people that are walking in today type thing.
Yeah, I think that the offer was pretty cool, and the concept of having a nice bright smile for your birthday, because people go out, they go to parties, and people throw parties for them, and they go to a club or whatever, and they're taking pictures and they're posting pictures, and so it's very important, I think, to have your smile look the best it can. So yeah, I did a 10-mile radius. Plus, in my local area, like that's not a huge trip to make. I know, like if it's in a bigger city, then yeah, definitely 10 miles is probably way too much, because the traffic and subway and all those options that people can get somewhere, that can be a very long trip. So and then I actually used I know this is a faux pas, but I used a generic photo.
Oh my God, a stock photo.
I know. Oh my God. I used 2 photos, but the first photo that
means it's twice a stock photo.
Well, no. Actually, the other one's not a stock photo, but yeah, the first photo they saw was a stock photo, and it's 2 women holding up a camera, smiling, and they're doing a selfie, and they've got some shopping bags, so they look like they probably had like a nice afternoon out shopping or whatever for their birthday. And then the second image was actually the doctor and his staff holding up cupcakes with candles lit in them, so like a birthday cupcake kind of deal. So just something cutesy like that. So still showing the office and the doctor and seeing who it was going to be, but then also getting an image that kind of related more to the concept.
So let me ask you this then. So I opt in, I say, yes, I'm interested. Then it says like click to call bonus offer, or do I schedule, or how does that work for like the lead himself or herself?
Yeah, so you go to a landing page, and then I also, starting toward the end of it, I did a lead form too, a lead form ad, because I've been playing with those too, and seeing kind of what the results are. So yeah, you go to a landing page, and actually let me pull up my landing page real quick so I can see it. Which I don't know if you want to tell people that we're going to make this.
Well, great, thank you.
I didn't finish the sentence. I didn't finish. We're going to make it into a paper airplane. I don't know. So they went to the landing page.
Keep talking. I'm going to get a chair. Oh my God.
They went to the landing page, and it basically went kind of reiterated the copy. It said 29 vouchers were available. There was a timer on the page. You're so much shorter now. There was a timer on the page, and then name, email, and then the button says "Brighten my smile."
Gotcha.
You click the button. So
how does the dentist end up making money? Like they just got a strong value ladder upsell process or something like that?
Yeah. So there's that, and then on the thank you page, that is where I actually put the offer for the teeth cleaning, X-rays, and basically like a report of findings, like a consultation on your mouth health. So when they got to the page, let me open it up here real quick. Let's tell you what the copy was.
And after you go into that, we're going to take a little pause and go through like the 1,000 comments now.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So the thank you page said, "Thank you. Our office will be in touch shortly via email. But wait, want your teeth to be really bright? If you call our office right now at phone number, we will give you a routine teeth cleaning, X-rays, and report on your dental health for just $39.
Gotcha.
And then I had an image of the dentist and his staff, and then it also said below, it said, "Share this offer with your friends so they can look great on your birthday too." And then it had links to share on Facebook, Twitter, and Google.
Did you find a lot of people did that?
I did have some clicks to that link. Yes,
Cool.
I did have it get shared. So I'm trying to find the stats. So that thank you page offer converted at 35%. So people
that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. And then we had a number of. I'm just trying to find all my stats here. We had, I think, slightly over 24 cavity fillings that resulted in.
Oh wow!
In the people who came in.
Actually, I don't know if that's a wow. I just felt like saying I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's pretty good. It was about $3,500 in cavities.
Awesome.
6 crown implementations at $2,750 each.
Oh my God.
$2,750 each, and 4 root canal appointments at $1,850 each. So all told, was $29,431 in revenue brought in over the 6 months. And one other. Of the people that came in from the leads, which was about 150 out of the 600, 50% of those people have either scheduled or already returned for a 6-month checkup. That's
super awesome. Okay, so pause that. I think that's a super awesome place to like take a 30-second because we need to go through all these comments.
Sure.
But that's like super fantastic. That leads into like the next thing. Nathan says $1,500 a month, so I guess he's wondering how much did you end up charging, or do you feel like you could have charged for a campaign like this?
With them initially it was $1,500, and that included the ad spend.
Gotcha.
And at the time I didn't know Jeff Miller, so I didn't know I could charge more.
You can charge $2,000 to $3,000 before they even start work. It's amazing. Like I signed somebody on Friday after a 25-minute phone call and a 25-minute presentation to $2,900 within 3 minutes they paid.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's about like the process first. And then it's literally about showing the strategy. And then they go, that works for me. I go, great, here's money. Kirk says it takes them about 20 minutes to make the custom trays. Is that true? Like you can literally have this sucker done within 20 minutes. Does it cost a lot of money? How would somebody who's having this conversation, dentist, prepare themselves to say, but this takes money to whatever?
I mean, I guess I can't speak for every dentist, but I know that they had all of the equipment in-house in order to do it. They had the supplies. So I assume that those are all like built-in operational costs for them. And it's probably, generally speaking, it's an upsell for them. So, yeah.
Very cool. Jamie says, how do they make money off the offer? We know because they have a strong upsell and they're willing to take that risk.
They sell mattresses, Jamie. They have them in the back. Yeah, and then they sell them. And you know what? It doesn't matter. Whatever it takes to make a deal, they'll do it. They get the mattress
through the bot. They do it through a bot. That's so funny. Anna says, how did the landing page compare to Facebook lead forms? Did you see increase, decrease, quality, all that fun stuff?
Well, to be fair, I didn't start the lead forms until the last month of running this particular campaign. So I don't know that I can give like the best metric for how it compared. I would say that the landing page converted better. Excuse me. But I guess I don't really have a firm statistic on that. But it would be my assumption. It seems, based on what I saw, that the landing page was converting better than the lead form.
It's always been my hypothesis that the more clicks they have to go through, the more non-invested people shed off. But who the hell knows sometimes, right? You just got
the thing about the lead forms and I'm still testing this in other areas too, is like the information just gets auto-populated, so that's awesome. But like you're saying, you don't have to be as invested to have that happen. It's just kind of like, and then you forget about it. So it probably takes a lot more follow-up with that person to get them to actually take the action on whatever the offer is.
That reminds me, let's try to figure out the follow-up process that the dentist had, because you said it was like 150 out of 600 that showed up. I would have a heart attack if those are my numbers, but maybe your dentist didn't care, right? Before we go into that, though, Kirk says, is this a cash-only offer? Any thoughts about that? So are they paying like dental insurance? Is that a thing?
Oh, right. As far as like the other upsells or the other purchases they made?
I'm assuming it's like the offer itself of get the teeth cleaning for $39.99 and all that stuff. Yeah,
teeth cleaning was cash only. Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes, Kurt knows dentists like cash more than insurance. I think pretty much any doctoral profession wants cash and not insurance, not have to deal with that.
Let's see. Nathan says, Jeff, you keep 2,200 and spend a 700 on ads. That is correct. It's actually depending upon whether or not I do my job great. The ad spend goes down. My philosophy is always you're building a car that drives to destination. Nobody cares how much gas you put in it as long as it gets to the destination. I've had some contracts filled and a happy customer with about $200 a month in ad spend. And the guy's jumping up and down because the $200 found the 4 customers that spent 10 grand. And people just want that ROI. They don't care about the leads. They don't care about the customer opportunities. They care about lead sales and ROI. That type of idea. Sean asks, what is the dentist customer lifetime value? Did that come up at all, or was that like a secondary conversation? Didn't even matter?
Didn't matter. I mean, gotcha. It's a legit question to ask. I didn't ask it at the time. I didn't know any better.
All right, that's fine.
But yeah, it's definitely a legit.
Steph says, what was the ad spend off of your results? Was it like the standard keep 1/3, spend 1/3?
Hold on, I got to do a calculation here real quick.
This dentist got a great deal from you, by the way. Imagine if they'd spent like $10,000 in newspaper ads and made 30, they'd be jumping up and down.
Yeah, so we spent about $4,200 over the 6 months.
And you made 30. That's awesome.
Or seven months, sorry.
Good stuff. So, guys, if there's any questions, comments, concerns, drop them in there. We'll get into the next round or something like that. I'm sneezing. You're coughing. This is great.
Oh, man.
Okay, so
cough won't go away.
You mentioned that they got 600 leads, but only 150 so ended up coming in. Is that good or bad, or what was the follow-up strategy, or did we just like fail forward with this whole thing?
Well, yeah, we failed forward a little bit with it, but bottom line, they had not seen results like that from any of the other online marketing they were doing. They had some, I mean, they were getting calls from the SEO they were doing, but from any like kind of outward offer, they weren't seeing that kind of traction. I think if I knew now what I know from being around you and in your group and everything, I would have had a probably much more rock solid follow-up. And also, I think we were in the process of the number of touches it takes to get somebody to take an action actually growing because now people are saying it's, it's like 12 touches, 10 to 12 touches, as opposed to like 7 to 9. So I had email follow up, and then I did have people calling in off the thank you page. And so if I had a text follow up, if I had people entering their phone numbers, for me, like I've done other campaigns where phone numbers can really shut a campaign down. Like that, people asking for phone numbers gets people turned off. They're like, for whatever reason, I mean, I know what the reason is. It's way easier to ignore an email than it is to ignore your phone ringing. So I've definitely seen campaigns get totally, blown apart by having the phone number requirement. So I didn't do it with this. Obviously still got very good results, but yes, could I have gotten better results because the phone number was there? Probably. Would more people have come in? Probably, because we could have done all of the text and having the office call them and all that kind of stuff. So yes, results probably could have been better in that regard, but needless to say, doctor was not disappointed with what they got.
Perfect. So is this is your dentist? So I guess that means your family, your friends have like free work forever, or like did you end up having some type of like paid arrangement, or how does this work out for you in the future?
Yeah, yes, my family now goes there, and it doesn't cost anything.
That's fine. That's the way it should be. That's beautiful. That's awesome.
Yeah. Basic cleanings anyway. I don't know about root canals and stuff. I'll have to talk about that when the time comes.
Like, I just sent you $30,000. Could you please like take care of this?
Could you just extract this tooth, please?
In the post, we talk about how 1/4 of the leads came in with this one specific offer. Was that the free tooth whitening, or was it a combination of all this stuff? Do you believe that somebody watching this interview is going to say, I'll just put this up on the wall and it's going to work? Or is there some other process that they should be thinking about?
I mean, I can't see a reason why this wouldn't work in any other area. I mean, again, it's a psychology thing. Like, it's people have birthdays coming up, and there's other, if you expand your mind a little bit, there's other reasons why people might want a brighter smile, and you could kind of like do that with the targeting and the messaging. But birthday wise, there's birthdays every month. There's birthdays in every city, and people have teeth, and they want them to look good when they're smiling with their friends for pictures, and they're smiling, for photos. And yeah, so I can't see why this wouldn't really work in any other area.
Well, it just worked. And now James is going to be launching a dentist-wide national campaign, and all the dentists are going to sign up with him. Too bad everybody watching this. So
I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe, right? But yeah, so that's super awesome. Did you find that it was really an average, like 3 leads a day every day for 200 days? Or did like Sundays it like shot through the roof? Was there like this weird ebb and flow setup?
Yeah, we had a couple. We definitely had some bigger days during the month, and I haven't done any statistical look at it, but I wonder, if I could get some data on birthdays and like what the common days of the month are and stuff, and if it had anything to do with that.
Yeah.
And then maybe I could work on targeting even more specifically at that time, or running more ads, or getting more reach. Or it was a page post engagement ad, by the way. I didn't mention that. Page post engagement. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it. And we had dry days too, where I didn't get any leads like over the course of a day. So, but
perfect. Well, the reason why I brought it up is because I remember working with my first dentist. Everything bombed, horrible, angry old man, didn't want to do anything, fine, great, perfect, right? But what I found is that when leads did come in, they were on like Wednesdays, the day he was closed. And then they'd be like Friday mornings, the time he wasn't open, right? It was just like the weirdest scenario in the world. Friday. I didn't have all this tracking. That's just when he would complain to me, you know what I mean? So
yeah. Try to find a dentist that's open Monday through Friday.
Like normal times, right? Don't do business with people who close their doors. Like,
yeah, that's not good. But you live and learn.
Yeah, 100%. Jack says, did you find that this offer converted better for men versus women? Was it evenly split? Or more importantly, does it even matter? Because sometimes us marketers wonder about gender splits, and it's a difference of like $2. It's like, who cares if somebody's getting $27.50 of root canals? You know what I mean?
So, Jack, I only targeted women with this offer. So women converted best. But that's not to say, you definitely could target men and see what kind of results you got. Maybe I would have gotten more results, but I just my intuition was that it was going to work really well with women who are celebrating their birthdays. So, because generally speaking, in my experience, my personal experience, I'm not making a blanket statement, the women around me in my life celebrate their birthday way more than the men do. So my thought was just, okay, I'm just going to target women. I think this will go well. I'm not going to worry about men right now. And again, the results kind of speak for themselves. Again, not to say you couldn't, and figure it out and do some things with the targeting to get in front of men who do want to celebrate their birthday. But yeah, I just focused on women with this campaign.
Here's something interesting that I found with I'm getting questions about how much does it cost per lead, men and women, things like that. What I found is that it doesn't matter what your cost per lead is. I've literally paid up to $30 a lead, and it didn't matter because that person went and spent $5,000. Mm-hmm. So I never run age and gender tests beforehand. I never target just women. This is because I'm further along my Facebook ads. I feel like I'm a sophomore right now. I just learned that if I tell Facebook that I'm smarter than Facebook doesn't use its billions of dollars of data mining and Cambridge Analytica information and all that stuff, right? As it turns out, you can actually do age and gender split testing after the fact. You can literally go into the ads manager, performance, age, gender, you can do the split test, and then you see what works. Mm-hmm. And if it turns out that, women between 30 and 39 are 30 cents, and men between 30 and 39 are $8, turn off the men, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that only happens 2 or 3 months later because maybe men are the ones buying.
Yeah.
That was just kind of me going on that idea because I'm seeing a bunch of comments about cost per lead. Cost per lead doesn't matter.
Yeah, ultimately we spent $4,200 on ads, and the doctor made $29,000 in revenue. So who cares about what the cost per lead was?
Perfect. So the 1/4 of all the leads came with one specific offer. Do you know what the 3/4 of the other leads came in for, or whether this is just an ancillary benefit? I have found sometimes I'll run an ad and then people will go, I'm coming in today, not because of the offer, but because they just happen to like the business or something like that.
Yeah, I think about 1/4 of them came in for the whitening itself, but then people actually did come in. Some of the people just came in for the cleaning. They were more concerned or interested in the cleaning itself.
They didn't even care about the white teeth. They wanted to pay money. Oh.
And they just weren't aware. They just weren't aware of the dentist previously. Yeah. So they were more concerned about that.
That's awesome. Oh, that reminds me. Did you do any custom audiences or lookalike audiences, pixels, email list? You just said everybody, right?
Yeah, just did everybody. I installed the pixel after the fact. There's my dog, and my wife and my child are home too. So it'll be really noisy in a second.
It's I feel like the dog's this big, all white, and very not aggressive, but it's very vocal.
No, she's 15 pounds and she's a little butthole. So, but I love her. She's a sweet dog. She just thinks she's protecting everybody. Yeah. So,
I forgot what we're talking about.
Son of a gun. Katie.
So let's talk about bullet point number 2, which is how to get that 50% return rate for scheduled appointments. When you're talking about how much these customers are worth and repeat dollars and all that stuff, it's the repeat that matters. What was your expert secret to getting a 50% return for scheduled appointments?
So really that was up to the dentist, and that was a conversation that we had with the dentist, and it was a process of basically how to end an appointment with somebody, how to end the whitening, whether it was a whitening appointment or if it was the scheduled teeth cleaning. It was basically giving them a checklist, because everybody gives out the toothbrushes and the floss and the whatever, and they give you a little packet. So we gave them this little checklist basically, which was, go review us,
right?
Share our dentist on your wall, share our dentist, on your wall. And there's one other thing we could talk about, but you kind of wanted to wait till the end. So yeah. I will not talk about it right this second, but needless to say, there was a contest in the dental office for customers that if they did share this information and they could show that they were sharing about the dentist, then they had the opportunity to win something. So,
guys, if you want to know what James is talking about, type I'm interested or I'm in or gimme or some type of comment, whatever it is, doesn't matter. If we hit a certain number of comments, if I see 15 to 20, James is literally going to show you what was on that third part of that card. The reason why it's important is because that's how we got a 50% return rate. And I think it's something like every single person can do with their own clients and customers. And just so we're all in the clear, it was just like a business card that said, here's what you should do after your appointment. Review us, love us, hug us, high five us, like all that stuff, right?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Can we include like a copy of that as like a send out to everybody that watched it? Like we'll redact some information, all that fun stuff, right?
Yeah, we could do that.
Super cool. Do you want to bring them on the live so we can all wave?
Margot, you want to come here? Come here.
Everyone say hello, Margot.
Come here. Would be on the internet now.
Are you famous?
Can you wave?
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Oh, she can't hear me at all.
No, she can't. She can't. But she sees your bright smiling face and you're waving at her, so that's enough.
That's awesome. She's internet famous.
She is. She helps me work. She likes to get up here and do her own business while I'm trying to conduct mine.
Does she do a secret incognito tab? She's like, stop looking at my stuff.
Yeah. She doesn't want to share. She doesn't share any of her funnels or anything with me. It's really rude.
Don't look at my targeting.
Yeah. She has the preschool niche down though. Like she's.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's clip your fingers later. So how about that?
Clip your fingers.
We can do that later. Goofball.
That's so funny. So the reason why I got such a high percentage return rate was really because you enabled that doctor or dentist with that business card thing. And that was the expert secret, I think, that none of us do. We all assume that the dentist knows what to do. It's on them.
Yeah.
They really don't.
They're smart because they give away those things and it's got the phone number, but that's so old hat. I mean, I've been getting toothbrushes and toothpaste since I was, 5-6 years old from the dentist, and it's the same old. So what do you do to kind of change that up, and what do you do to try and get a customer to take another action for you and promote for you? Because that's, as great as Facebook is and as great as it works, word of mouth works all the time, every time. So just the same way referrals and referring people, and the fact that I'm on this call with you is it works when somebody else is talking about you. So when you've got somebody who's come in who can say they had a good experience and they're going to pass you on to their friends, it's
perfect.
Worth it to get them to do so.
Especially when it's a free whitening and paid teeth cleaning.
Yeah.
But all right, so we got enough I'm interested, it's all that fun stuff.
Oh boy.
Can you help us understand what exactly was that third bullet point on that business card? It's a secret opportunity. It's something about a vacation. I don't know about that. Tell me more, kind of.
No, I got to go. Bye.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
Okay, so basically I'm going to put you down for a second so I can focus. We basically gave an opportunity that anybody that shared that left a review and shared the dental office and put in a comment or whatever about their experience on their Facebook wall would be entered into essentially a raffle to win a free vacation, a 5-night stay in either Puerto Vallarta or Cancun, or a 3-night stay in Orlando or Las Vegas.
Wait, you were giving away people free vacations if they left a positive review. How did you pay for wait, what? What? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Yeah, so basically, I work with a company that allows me to give away these vacations. So I've basically hooked the dentist up with the same opportunity, and so he was able to give away a completely free vacation. The only thing that somebody has to pay for is their flight, their flights to wherever they're going. But they have 18 months to use the travel voucher. There's no blackout dates.
Right.
And there's no cost, basically. So, and the way that the travel company makes its money is they own the hotels, they own the locations that the people are going to, and generally people get there and they spend money on food and drinks and other kind of
gotcha
things. So that's where they make their money, and then they also do all kinds of stuff with their review process, and so yeah, it makes sense for them. But basically, gave away a free vacation to one lucky person in exchange for people putting their information out there.
So how much of this campaign success do you think was genuinely part of this like vacay giveaway? Do you think it was like?
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely. Yeah. I saw it converting very well for the dentist as far as people taking action. So yeah.
Jamie said
have to say the presentation. Yeah, it's 90 minutes. It goes so fast. It's
wonderful.
No, it's not a timeshare. They don't have to buy anything. It's literally a vacation. The only quote unquote catch is you got to pay for your flight.
Right, and you got to pay for stuff when you get there, but they're covering the hotel.
Yeah, they cover the hotel. Yeah, it's a free hotel stay, and they're nice. They're nice places. They're nice rooms, and so it's good stuff.
Very cool. It's super interesting. Well, that brings us to about 45 minutes with James. I think you're a great interviewee. I think Margot is super awesome. You should probably cut her nails for her. But here's like if anybody watching this has felt like James has kind of like unveiled a challenge when it comes to getting dentist results, the specific offers at work, the targeting, the way you get return on investment, that conversation that you have. James is doing something cool just like Jamie did. James is literally going to have 3 individuals get a free 15-minute strategy session with him on how to, Jamie says, Jeff's free ass vacations, agency scaling secret. He ruined my vibe. He ruined. So James is going to take 3 15-minute strategy sessions. If anybody says I'm in, the first 3 people to say I'm in, he's going to walk you through the entire dentist campaign, answer your questions, help you figure out how to do free vacations for people who want to leave reviews, for people who want to go ahead and participate and engage and get those free teeth whitenings. There's no cost or anything like that. So if you guys are interested in having that free 15-minute session with James on building your dental lead ad agency or something like that, then now's the time. Just reply, I'm in. Alex Cervantes, Batman. He has a Batman. That's the first thing we should change. Should be a real person. But Alex Cervantes. Oh, there's so many. I'm so sorry. Jack McCarthy and Jennifer Bet Badal. Jennifer, Jack, and Alex. So those are the first 3. Oh my God, I totally ruined those names. You guys, I'm going to send you a joint message between you and James. James, I appreciate the time. I think this was super awesome. If there's any last comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, ideas, now's the time, guys. Because otherwise James has some pressing family matters to engage to. Nobody's going to be cutting her nails for her. James is doing it. He's the chief nail cutter. It's a big deal.
And bottle washer.
And bottle washer. There you go. You have 2 kids or 1 or 3 or 4 or 5?
I have 17 kids.
That's a lot of kids. Is that from the MLM vacation hotel stays and all that fun stuff?
Yes, it is. How did you guess?
Jack says, thanks for doing this. Jamie says, another fire call. 25 people said I'm in, but we're only giving to Alex, Jack, and Jennifer.
Ben says you should give away a free vacation or every live call.
Right? Stay until the end for a special surprise, and it's a free vacation. And then Jenna Poole says, I'm interested, and Jeff, give me a drink of your prosciutto, which is right there, I think. There we go. I think that's it. What's interesting is that's a $6 bottle of I don't know what that I found. But everybody comments on it, and the reason why I have it is to celebrate a $25,000 package sale. I had one that was $10,000. That was $2 Chuck from Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or something like that.
Nice.
And now this upgrade to a $7 bottle for the $25,000 sale and all that stuff.
Big spender.
Yeah, it's amazing. So that's it, everybody. I'm going to put this on my Facebook group, Agency Scaling Secrets. James, thanks so much for the 3 people that got it. You're going to have an introductory Facebook message. Appreciate the time. James, you're great. See you guys. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.